Last session, you breached a forgotten vault and opened the sarcophagus of High Priest Rashaan. The runes you translated named him not a saint, but a usurper of the Anubian age, a gnoll who murdered the true High Priest of Aktutal and wore the mask in his stead. Treasure lay with him, jewels, blood-red amber, and a serpent-headed staff that pulsed in Salakamara's hands. Mid-rest the earth shook, dust sifted from the ceiling, and the staff drew you like a key to a sealed stone door. Beyond waited a cathedral to the serpent, a broad walkway between twin black pools, 6 fountains carved as fanged maws, and at the far end a crimson-spattered altar beneath a colossal serpent head whose eyes glowed red amber. The Emerald Hourglass rested atop the dais, its sands spent. A winged herald of dark stone lifted from the shrine, Drazu sneering you were Aru's puppets and that you were too late to stop the summoning. Then he unleashed holy light and the temple answered with snakes. Battle raged at once. Venomous serpents poured from the fountains, a massive constrictor surged from the pool. Avaral vaulted the altar to pry the first amber eye, while Farid met the great snake head-on, steel and shield flashing. Ombra hexed the herald and battered him with crackling blasts, as Salakamara answered Drazu's taunts with a radiant bolt of his own. Sal Haladin cut a path through the swarm with doom coil, severing bodies in sweeping arcs. Melissa, a wiry survivor from the tunnels, sprang into the fray, kicking serpents aside and shouting the key, "Shatter the red eyes," to stop the flood. You split the field. Drazu swooped to snatch the gem and paid with his fall when Avaral's dagger punched him out of the air. Farid smashed the second eye with the haft of his spear. The big constrictor tried to drag Salakamara under. Farid tore free and finished it. With the eyes broken, the fountain stilled, and the last snakes were crushed. Melissa identified the hourglass as an ancient relic that can see what is to come, but it had been drained to fuel the summoning and would need rare amber or blood to recharge. You chose to stand. The pools erupted as Aktutal's avatar rose, a many-headed serpent god spanning both waters. You spread along the bridge and slammed it from every angle. Avaral's rapier and venom blade found cartilage and soft seams. Farid's spearwork staggered snapping jaws. Ombra's eldritch fire hammered scale after scale, while his words kept others steady. Salakamara seared the heads and steadied the line, and Sal Haladin, oath-burning, carved deep rents into divine flesh. Even Grigori darted in to sting and lived. With a final storm of strikes, the avatar collapsed in a blinding rush of motes. A voice rolled through the stone, speaking of scattered wholeness and an end no prophecy could delay. The motes soaked into your skin, gifting each of you a lasting surge in one facet of yourselves and a strange favor of fate to call upon in dire moments. With the Emerald Hourglass claimed, the serpent ritual sundered, and the shrine fallen silent, you gathered yourselves, already speaking of Al-Kirat's bazaar, the Great Pyramid, and where this path of gods and tombs would lead you next.